Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. My name is Hayley Ellis. This is Allyson June Smith.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone.
Good morning. And we are here until 8 a.m. to wake you up in the best possible way. We're going to be playing games. It's an interactive show. Get involved. The way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like us to know this morning within reason. So let us know where you are in the world. Let us know what you're having for your breakfast. Certainly you could keep your own head, but everything else, do let us know. Get involved with the show. As always, every day, Monday to Friday, we are to wake you up. And also with us is Producer Will. Hi, Producer Will.
Good morning. How are we?
Good morning. How are you, Will?
You know, it's fine. It's a Monday. It feels like a Monday. I've got a case of the Mondays, but I'm excited. There's nowhere I'd rather be for the next couple of hours than here with you guys on Backchannel.
Tell your face that, Will. If you're watching,
I don't think you got the memo.
Yeah, if you're watching via the visual feed, that was very heavily sarcastic. But lovely to have you here, Will. Thank you, Producer Will. He will be fact checking our facts that we have. Anything you want to know, Producer will find out within reason again. And he is here with us all morning, as always. It is November the 8th, if you weren't aware, and it is Scorpio season still. If you're into your horoscopes, famous birthdays today. Gordon Ramsay is 54. The chef, Gordon Ramsay.
Wow, Chef Gordon. I am such a big fan. I cannot get enough of his shows. You know what one of my favorite was? Did you ever watch Hotel Hell?
Oh, I love them. I couldn't get enough of them.
Yeah. I'm like, make more, Gordon. You still have anger. Let's change some lives. I love Gordon, and Hotel Hell was one of my favorites because as comedians, we stay in hotels all the time. So I kind of liked someone really sticking it to hotels and being like, bed bugs is not acceptable. So yeah.
I mean, and if Gordon Ramsay walks into your place, you're going to be like, oh, great. There's another bad review on TripAdvisor coming up, isn't it?
Exactly.
Everything's cold. Everything's not fresh enough. But yeah, imagine him going to stay in like a budget hotel. It wouldn't be great. But he is 54. Happy birthday, Gordon. I'm sure you're happy on his birthday. Do you reckon he's happy on his birthday, or he complains about the birthday cake?
No, Gordon strikes me as the type of man who's taken things into his own hands and has ordered himself the cake that he wants or has been very specific to people. Like, I see Gordon as like, he's not going to, on his downtime, he's not going to mess it up. Also, he's organized. And I think deep down inside, he's a pretty happy person because he's getting out all of his anger all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could vent as like Gordon Ramsay does. Wouldn't want to work for him though. Happy birthday, Gordon. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever it is you are doing today. And it's also actress Tara Reid's birthday from the American Pie films, is she?
Yes.
She is 45. Happy birthday, Tara. I hope you have a wonderful day and get all the gifts that you would like for your birthday. If it's your birthday today, get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by let us know what your name is and how old you are today and what you would like for your birthday. We're not going to get it. We just want to know. We're just nosy, aren't we, Allyson?
We are. What do people want nowadays? That's what I want to know. In fact, if you tell us what you want, it might help us to be able to figure out some Christmas presents. Yes, I said it, everyone. We're in November, so it's time to start thinking Christmas presents.
She said the C word already. Oh no. It's this early in the morning and she's saying Christmas. Allyson June Smith. Don't put the fear into us. We were chatting about that very shortly. But coming up in today's show is the one-star movie review. We take a movie that's been reviewed by several very angry people and giving it 1 star, but you have to guess what the movie is. We're also going to be doing our agony aunties section where myself and Allyson are your glamorous aunties and we will be answering your problems. If you have a problem for us, again, the way to get involved, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by the problem you'd like us to solve. If it's like I haven't got enough money for this month's rent, we can't help you out on that, unfortunately. But any other problems, get them in. And we're going to be playing a game of true or false. True or false, Allyson? True or false? True or false? I have pillow creases still on my face. True or false?
That is true, Hayley. That is true.
If you're watching via the visual feed, you can see them because we are filming in high definition. Um, yes. What have you? So this morning, Ali, you had a nice weekend.
I did have a nice weekend, Hayley. I was chatting with you about it before, and actually, I saw a mutual friend. I saw a bunch of mutual friends. I was doing a live play read in that there London. I went to London from Manchester, so for our North American listeners, that's a couple hours on the train. 8:20 a.m. on a Sunday, got to London, did a play read, and there were a load of friends that came out to play read. So it was really nice. It was a real treat. Fun play read, then got to have a little catch up. And then back on the train back home to Manchester. But it was lovely. Because I come from a theater background. I used to be a drama teacher, a high school drama teacher. So it was kind of nice to like touch my roots again and be like, oh, I remember this. It was very fun. What about you? How was your
Good.
weekend, Hayley?
Well, I don't know if you know, I'm a professionally trained actress when it comes to pretending I'm awake of a morning, Allyson. Producer Will's just messaged me an awful joke. So we were talking about pillow creases on my face, and Will has said, "Did you hear about the corduroy pillows? They're making headlines."
Oh, you know what? Will is he's getting good. So was it cheese puns on Friday? No, cheese puns on Thursday. We had animal puns on Friday. And here he is starting us off with some great jokes Monday morning. Thank you, Will, for always reminding us the jokes that we will never, ever do as comedians. We're very grateful.
Yeah. Producer Will is like the embodiment of dad jokes, but in a really young boy's body. So, yeah, you had a lovely weekend in London. I was I tell you what I did, which is a bit unusual. And I don't know how big, I presume these have come from the States, but I did a gig on Friday night in an axe throwing place. Do you know where you go to? You heard of these?
Yes, I've never thrown an axe, but it seems like it would be real fun. Did you get to throw any axes while you were there other than not at the
Luckily,
audience,
no.
not at the audience?
I wish I would have. No. Yeah. So basically, they sort of weren't throwing axes while the comedy was on, which is very, very good of them, isn't it? But yeah, I have been to one of these before, and I did surprisingly enjoy it. I thought, well, this is going to be awful, and it was loads of fun throwing axes. But yes, we were in the venue and they sort of stopped the axe throwing while we were on. So that was a bit unusual. And then I was in a place called Lincoln at the weekend so listen to how petty this is if you're listening in the US. You have to pay to go across a bridge. It's not really a bridge. 40 pence, which is about, 20 cents?
Yeah,
just pointless.
Like a dollar, less than a dollar, I would say. Yeah.
And it's that worthless that they hand you out Tupperware to put the money in. It's like you'd put beans in the microwave. She just handed me one of them to put the money in. But there you go. If you're with us this morning, if you are listening, get involved with the show. The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by whatever you would like to tell us, or you can tweet us at Backchannel Live and let us know where you are in the world and what you've had for your breakfast, what you're going to wear today, whatever you want to know or whatever you want to tell us. Then do so. Myself and Allyson June Smith are here until 8 a.m. waking you up. We're going to be playing some games very, very shortly. And also we're going to be covering the fun news stories from around the world. Here at Backchannel, we don't like to bring you down with what's actually happening in the world, which is terrifying. We just like to bring you the fun stories, don't we, Allyson?
Yeah, stories that perhaps maybe the major papers miss, and we feel it's important for you to know, and hopefully bring a little smile to your face because papers and news is a little doom and gloom. So we like to seek out the nice stuff, the fun stuff. It's a way to start a Monday morning too, in my opinion. Gently, softly, lovingly, with some nice stories.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I don't think there's a perfect way to be woken up in the morning if you're going to be. Do you?
No. Although recently I heard of an alarm clock, okay, that instead of just noise that wakes you up, it gives you it imitates the sun. So it as the sun rises, it starts to light up. So it slowly lights up your room. So you wake up with the sun. And a lot of people say that's a far more gentler way to wake up. I think I would probably just sleep through light, to be honest with you. But
yeah, I mean, if I'm going to sleep through someone breaking into my home, then I'm probably going to sleep through a bit of light. If anything, I'd probably put a blind over the light that I've bought. block that out. But hello, good morning. If you're listening, we are Hayley and Allyson. We are here on Backchannel with you till 8 a.m. Coming up now, we are going to be discussing the news stories, the hard-hitting, they're not at all. These are very gentle news stories, very silly things that have been happening around the world. No more so than in the UK, which is where myself and Allyson June Smith are based. A gentleman has been claiming he's on a mission. Now, a mission is a big word, isn't it, Allyson? You're like, oh, mission. What's he going to do on his mission? And his mission is to collect one chip, which is, what do you call America? Fries?
A French fry, yeah. A
French
French
fry,
yeah.
From every single one of Wetherspoons, which is I was going to say the word restaurant, but that's very loose. In the UK, there's 925 of them, and he is going to collect a French fry from every single one of those 925 branches they have across the UK. He's carrying a folder of French fries around with him, and each French fry is in a clear pouch and perfectly labelled with the restaurant they were purchased from. Someone has too much time on his hands, don't they?
Do you know what, though? I appreciate that he has gone, you know what? These chips are my passion, and I've decided I'm going to follow my passion around the UK. He said this is a nice way for him to travel and do things. And I was like, well done you. You found a way to get out of the house. I imagine he doesn't have a ton of friends. So this is like a really good activity for him. And his folder, like the pictures that I saw, it's literally like, you know, if you're a coin collector and you have the pouches and he's put a chip in every single pouch. And there were some people who were like, is that safe? Is that healthy? Like, what do you, and he's like, yeah, he covers the chips in Vaseline. Was it Vaseline and oil or something to wax, Vaseline and wax to keep them pristine, everyone. So I say, hey, good on ya. I wish you the best in all your chip collection. Weatherspoons is, restaurant / beer selling place. It's a lot of, let's be honest, if you go to a Weatherspoons in the morning, there's quite often older men having pints for breakfast is what it is in a Weatherspoons. The food is cheap, but the fun thing about Weatherspoons is every carpet, every carpet in Weatherspoons is different. So they have specifically designed carpets for each Weatherspoon around the UK. And so some people did you not know this, Hayley?
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
Yeah, genuinely. It is specially designed carpets, like for each, the design and everything. It's all design specific. So there's no Weatherspoons that has the same carpet, all designed by the same person. And people go and take pictures. So people have been collecting pictures, but this guy was like, no, forget the carpets. Chips.
French fries. Do you know what, though? Are the carpets different because people have like spilled beer and chips and French fries on them? And is that why they're different? You're like, yeah, really weird patterns. There's like blood and beer. Or are they genuine different? I didn't know that, though. That is genuinely an interesting fact. How did you know that, Allyson?
Well, being from Canada, the North American and Canada, you really want to acclimate. So early on, I just picked up useless bits of information, thinking that like everyone knows about the carpets in Weatherspoon. I better know about that. And I'm finding out nobody does. I am the only one in this country who is aware of the fact that Weatherspoons has specifically designed carpets. So
I mean, it does make it look like you've been to every single branch. But good morning, welcome, hello. If you are listening, we are covering the news stories from around the world, but not the stories that everyone knows about. These might have gone under the radar, but this one I did see because this was all over the socials this week. You might have seen it yourself, Allyson. The world's biggest potato has been found. Did you see this?
I did something about it. It doesn't name it. It's named, isn't it? Did they name it? I believe they did.
Oh, they did name it, yes. And I can't remember what they called it now. If producer Willie,
I believe it's Doug. Doug the potato.
That, of course, yeah, but you can't eat it now. You've named it. That's just weird, isn't it?
Well,
At first, so it's a farmer. It's in the UK, I think. He believed he was sort of found something in it as he's farming, and he thought, oh, I don't know what this is, because he thought it was some sort of strange fungal growth. But after digging it out, scratching the skin, They realised it was a monster potato. His wife said she couldn't believe it. It was just huge. We're talking about potatoes, people, if you've just tuned in. Oh, no, they're from New Zealand. I apologise. They believe the potato is self-sown and may have been growing for a couple of years. They're waiting to find out if the spud, weighing 17.2 pounds, whoosh, has made it into the Guinness World Book of Records as the heaviest potato. Listen, stay gripped. Maybe we'll find out by the end of the show if it's made the books.
They've also taken to they've been taking it around town, so they put it in, like, they had a little automatic dump truck, and they had it in that, and they drive it around their town, and they, like, dressed it up so everyone could see, dug the potato. They've
Dressed
made a
it up
big
in
deal out of it.
what? Like a baby
Well,
bonnet?
they put a hat on it. Yeah, I think they
Oh,
put a hat
no.
on it. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did. This is what goes on in New Zealand, dressing up potatoes. And, yeah, they took it around, they showcased it. It's getting I believe in the article it said the potato's been around for a little bit. It's still okay. Potatoes last for a long time, but it is starting to get a little so I think the major plans for this potato at the end is he's gonna make vodka out of the potato.
I mean, like, if I seen someone pushing round a potato in a hat, I'd call a hospital. I wouldn't call the Guinness World Book of Records. There you
I
go. Each to their own.
Could you imagine
Um,
if it was in a pram or like a baby carriage? Everyone, pram is the UK term for that. And you just walk up and you're like, "Oh, your little baby." And then you look
you know,
in, you'd be like, is there's something wrong with that child. Is that child all right? That skin coloring is off." Yeah, potato, very
and they're like,
interesting.
he's called Doug. Oh my god. But there you go. World's biggest potato potentially been found. Have you got a story for me about a giant joystick? Speaking of big things.
You know what? I do. I love this. So Dartmouth, a college professor, created the world's largest joystick for gaming. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's a 9-foot gaming joystick that requires 2 people to use to control it. So you can't. It has to have 2 people. There's no way that you could like use this joystick on your own. And the professor created it because she was like, "Oh, gaming and there's so much gaming and everyone's online. It's all about video." And she thought it's a very isolating experience. So she wanted to create this giant joystick that would require 2 people to use it at the same time so they could both play with it to kind of as an experiment to bring people together again, which I thought was really sweet.
Yeah, it is really sweet. But if you remember playing games with your siblings growing up, you didn't want to play together. If anything, you'd just argue. I mean, I can imagine that would be an absolute nightmare having a giant joystick, having to share that with a brother or sister. I mean, it's a nice idea though.
It's a lovely idea, but you know what? Someone's gonna get hurt. Let's be honest. You got a 9-foot game and joystick. When I think about all the toys that were thrown, we were vicious sisters, me and my sister. We would like, fight. So I can't even imagine that thing. Oh, producer Will has made a very good point. He's like, why not just use 2 joysticks? Yes, producer Will, this is true, and you could probably even play side by side. But yeah, this woman wanted people to work together. It was all about working together was the goal. And she said it's a big hit. People really like it. They put it in like public areas. People have enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, there you go. And also another story, if you can get to the bottom of this one for me, Allyson, because I scanned over this morning about a man asking Italian police to jail him to escape his wife at home. What is that about?
Yeah. So this 30-year-old Albanian citizen living in uh Monticello. Oh, I'm always awful at saying this. Just outside of Rome, was no longer able to cope with the forced cohabitation with his wife, because he'd committed some crimes. And so he was on house arrest, basically. And after a period of time with his wife, after several months with her, he returned to the jail and said, "I cannot cope being with my wife. I have broken house arrest to come here. Will you please just put me in jail so I don't have to be with my wife anymore?"
Wow. And do you know what, though? She doesn't have to be with him. So fair play to her as well.
She probably had it in the back of her mind. She was like, "I'm gonna make this guy's life a living nightmare, and then that way he will leave, and I can call the cops, and he's back in jail." Don't think you're not doing her a favor. This was a master plan from the beginning, pal.
And the good thing about him being on house arrest for her is that he could always take in Amazon parcels or deliveries because he'd always be home. So that was one good thing.
This is absolutely true.
Why have you thrown it over the fence? He's in the house.
I'm here.
He can't leave.
We're ready to take the package. That's what I need to do is train my puppy how to be able to take my Amazon packages.
Just open the door on its hind legs. I'll take that for you. But there you go. He went to prison and asked to be put back in there. And don't blame your wife. Listen, don't blame your wife because it's probably you're probably really irritating. Get in touch if you're listening in your cell. If you're listening in your cell, get in touch. Let us know why she was hard to live with, or if you're his wife, get in touch as well and tell us why he annoyed you so much. The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Get involved. The Hayley and Allyson show is an interactive show here on Backchannel. The command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. We are here until 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The guy who was collecting chips from Weatherspoons or French fries, unusual collection. Have you ever collected anything unusual, Allyson?
Gosh, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Yes, I do collect something weird. I was like, well, when I was a child, I did the classics. I did stickers. I had a sticker book. Do you call them stickers in the UK? Stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, yeah, every page would have like different. I'd have like sparkly stickers, and then I'd have puffy stickers, and then I'd have smelly stickers. So, stickers as a child. As an adult, I don't know why, but I went to Dubai, for my first time many years ago to do some comedy, and camels are a big thing in Dubai, and they have these everywhere you go, these tiny little like jewel, sparkly little cute camels, and so I have quite a collection of sparkling camels now. I think I have about 30. I don't know why. They're just so pretty. I just like having them around. I feel like I have a herd of my own camels. So I think I collect sparkly camels now.
And are they brooches or badges or?
No, they are simply little miniatures. I like to put them in my plant pots. I have them just around. They're cute little sparkly camels. Yeah.
Well, there you go. I would not have guessed that about you, Allyson, that you have a collection of sparkly camels. But of course you do. Of course you do.
I like a little sparkle. What about you? Do you collect anything unusual or do you have a collection that you're just realizing like I did?
Yeah, do you know what? Car park fines. Collecting those at the minute. Doing a really good job of getting them. Also, I'll tell you what my mom collects. She collects snow globes. So,
wow.
Yeah, if I go like on holiday or vacation anywhere, I have to buy her a snow globe, which very heavy in a suitcase, actually bringing my luggage total over the amount. But yeah, she has loads of them. Loads of snow globes.
Hayley, I didn't know that. When I go home to Canada next, I will get your mom a Canadian snow globe because that seems very appropriate, right? I'll come from the land of snow. I will bring her a snow globe. Wow. So does she have the snow globes like all in one room, or are they all over the place?
Yes, it's like the scene from Labyrinth. Do you know where there's all these globes everywhere? It's just a room full of orbs. But yes, she's got loads of them. And it's a room I stay when I have to go back. So I have to look at them, which isn't great. But it's in Canada, if the snow globes, you're from a snowy place.
Yeah.
You should have like a sun globe.
It's hard though. I mean, no one's designed. It's hard to see rays of light. It's easier to see snow. You can't design it for rays of light. Yeah.
Very good point. Producer Will. Hi, Producer Will.
Hello.
What do you collect?
So right now I'm not collecting anything because I live in like a shared space. I don't have tons of space to be collecting stuff. I went through as a child. I went through a bit of a stamp phase.
Of course you did.
No, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's not just your everyday first class stamp.
You are an 80-year-old man. Older men collect stamps. So really, Will, that actually really
very on brand for me.
Yes.
No,
yes.
This is when I was really young. I don't even think I was a teenager.
Just tell us. Stop getting your
But
excuses out. Just tell
they
us.
would bring out these like occasion stamps. So it'd be like, oh, you'd have or like once a month they'd bring out like some themed stamps, and my grandfather would buy them for me, and would keep them in a little book. No, it wasn't a little book; it was a huge book. I had loads of them. I don't know what happened to them.
Because they're probably worth a bit of money now as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. And my sister has key rings. She has a shoebox full of key rings from gift shops and everywhere like that. And my mum is pencils. My mum has, every time we go to a gift shop, or anywhere, we have to get my mum a pencil.
Wow. I mean,
that's an interesting one.
At least pencils are useful.
Yeah, I mean, the stamps wise, is that on your Tinder bio?
I don't need anything else to scare the men off my Tinder bio.
You should imagine having that on your Tinder bio. Used to collect stamps. My mum collects pencils. Swipe right.
Come back to my place and check out my stamps.
Yeah. Too early for that chat, Will.
There you go. Good work.
Producer Will, they're collecting stamps from back in the day. Thanks, Producer Will. He will be with us all morning until 8 a.m. here on the Hayley and Allyson show. Coming up, we are going to be guessing the celebrity. We're going to give you a series of clues, but who are we talking about? The command to give to your device to get involved is the word say. Get your guesses in. We're going to be doing our agony aunties section where we're going to be solving hashtag trying to solve hashtag just discussing your problems. If you have a problem you would like us to solve, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know where you're listening in the world. Let us know what you've had for breakfast. Let us know what your mother's maiden name is. I don't know. Listen, just get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say, and we will be here until 8 a.m. with you, waking you up in the best possible way this morning. But now it is time for a game of Guess the Celebrity, Allyson.
Oh, I love this. Now, I'm not always great at this, so those of you listening, it's not a competition. This is just a friendly little trying to guess the celebrity. No one's judging you. So yeah, get involved. Get involved. So we'll start off. I'll do the first one. Can I do the first one here? Here's a hint for our guest celebrity. He is 22 years old. He was born on April 9th, 1999 in Lithia Springs, Georgia. So he's an Aries, everyone.
Why are you doing that in a really sexy voice?
Well, I just thought it's Monday morning. Sometimes people, it's not about the information. Sometimes maybe they just want to hear a nice voice. So yeah, what I'm doing is trying to get ready for my ASMR career. That's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, so 22, born April 9th, 1999 in Lithia Springs, Georgia, and he's Aries. Lovely Aries.
Well, there you go. I can see that we have some people from Georgia actually listening on the stream. Do you know him? Do you know who we're talking about? Let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say. So for example, echo, say, hi, Hayley and Allyson. I think the answer is blah, blah. I mean, just take a guess, get involved with the show. That's what we're here for. It's just a fun game to wake you up in the best possible way this morning. Here's another clue for you. In 4th grade, this person started to learn trumpet and became the first chair in junior high. What does the first chair mean, Allyson? Because I don't understand that as a UK.
I think that means like the head, kind of like the main. So there's always usually one in the class that's the best, and so everyone just kind of follows them. So he's like the leader, so everyone kind of follows his lead. I believe that is what it means. If it is not, if we have musical experts out there and I am wrong, by all means, please say to your device, say, Allyson, you are wrong again. And please feel free to correct me and let me know. But I do believe that is what that means.
Do you know what, though? If you're wrong, people will tell you. Online, people will tell you. If there's a spelling mistake, they are on that. The best way to learn to spell is on the internet because people will correct you when you're wrong. Here we go. Another clue. If you know who it is, like I say, get involved. The command to give to your device is the word say. That's all you need to do. The word say. So whatever your device is called, that little box in the corner of the room that you are listening via, just say their name. I can't say it because you know what they're like when you say the name.
We'll send them off
It's like
around.
It's like Voldemort. We can't say it because they will kick off. But say the name of your device followed by the word say. So, for example, echo, say, I think the answer is this person. Here we go. Producer Will's just let us know what the first means. He said it's just an orchestra term. Being first chair means you're not only the best at your instrument, but you're also the leader of your group.
I was
So
right! Yay!
there you go. This person attended the University of West Georgia for 1 year before he dropped out to create music.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we knew he was music. We knew the trumpet, but now he's creating music. All right. All right. I like it. I like it.
I mean, the only song I can think of that has trumpets in. The Trumpet, what's that? Mambo number 5, and that's well beyond this person because they are only 22. The Trumpets. Just remember that line. Never leaves you. Here's another little clue for you. Get your guesses in. Here we go. He was the first artist to have a song remain at number 1 on the Billboard 100 for 19 weeks.
Wow. All right. So that being a first trumpeter, that really helped things. That is 19 weeks at number 1. Look at this. So he's 22 and he's only 22. So he's 22, born in April, trumpet in junior high, dropped out to create music. So we've got a young musician. He is a young musician. All right. Here we go. He adopted 2 Bernese mountain dogs, which he called 7 and 9. He's got a thing with 8. He doesn't like 8s. So he just went 7 and 9.
What's wrong with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well, though?
That's a good question. That's a good question, Hayley.
Well, maybe we'll find out later when we reveal who it is. His dogs are called 7 and 9. Myself and Allyson, we're both dog owners. Mine is called Kevin.
And mine is called Bear.
Yeah. If you're listening to us for the first time, I just like to call Kevin just so the neighbours can hear me through my wafer thin walls and wonder who I am talking to and why I am telling them to get off the bed and stop. I was going to say something, but it's not suitable for breakfast radio. But
good morning.
Good morning. Here we go. Another clue. Get your guesses in. I can see that one person has got the answer right so far. That is Jane in LA. Thank you, Jane, for guessing. I can't say what your answer is because you got it right, Jane. But I shouldn't really be telling you you've got it right because I want you to keep listening. But here we go. His custom-made fuchsia-coloured Versace suit took 700 hours to construct.
700 hours. A fuchsia-colored Versace suit. Well, obviously this person is doing well for themselves. They're doing well. At 22, this lead trumpeter is getting pink Versace suits made. That is
I mean,
not
700 hours to construct a suit is quite some time. How many days is that? 700 hours. If you know, get in touch. If you made the suit, let us know. I mean, some of my outfits have been made in the blink of an eye, and they fall apart in the blink of an eye. I wonder if that was dry clean only, that suit. Then you wouldn't want to take that to a dry cleaners, would you? 700 hours.
I'd be terrified to wear the suit. Is that wrong? Like something that took that, I'd be like, okay, and that just stays in the closet now. And there we go. That is my fuchsia suit to never really be worn. Oh, producer Will, it's 29 days and 4 hours. It almost took a month to make this suit, everyone. Well,
I'd be wearing that every day. I'd literally be wearing it every day after I'd paid, it's probably paid a fair wedge for that. I'd be like, right, I'm wearing that for breakfast. I'd be wearing it now listening to Backchannel, the Hayley and Allyson show. Thank you for joining us. If you are, we are playing Guess the Celebrity. We're giving you some clues. We want you to guess who the celebrity is. Just to recap, he is 22 years of age. He's born on April the 9th in Georgia. He's a trumpet player or used to do trumpet at high school. He was the first artist to have a song remain at #1 on the Billboard 100 list for 19 weeks. He's got 2 Bernese Mountain Dogs called 7 and 9, and he wore a fuchsia-coloured Versace suit, which took 700 hours to construct. But who are we talking about? The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. A few more clues coming up. He made it onto Forbes magazine's 30 under 30 list in 2020.
Wow.
What does that even mean? 30 people under the age of 30? But I could name loads of people.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like...
I think they've accomplished something, Hayley. They're famous. They've done something really significant under 30. And it's not always like musicians. It could be, I mean, anyway, it could be
What are you trying to say? I know people who've accomplished things, Allyson.
But I mean, like big things, like their political standing, or they've raised money, or they've done good works, or it's not just like I'm under 30 and I'm alive. It's I made it this far.
What had you accomplished by the age of 30?
By the age of 30, what had I accomplished? Well,
that is significant, a significant accomplishment. I'm not just talking about,
yeah.
Oh, well, I learned to open a tin with my teeth.
Okay. By 30, I had gone to university. I'd been a teacher. I got 2.5 degrees in theater and education and a minor.
Degrees?
Yeah.
Did you think you are Diana Ross?
I am 2.5 degrees. I had theater, I had education, and then I had a minor in, get this, community health. Don't know what that is, but I got a minor in community health. So I had been a teacher, and then I had also been a stand-up. So I think I had 2 fully established careers by 30. That's an accomplishment, isn't it? Oh, don't roll.
Yeah.
She's rolling her eyes, everyone, at me.
You can probably hear my eyes clicking in the back of my head. Yes, it is an accomplishment, Allyson. Well done, but it wouldn't make the Forbes list. So there you go. He released a children's book called C is for Country. Phew. Thankful for that. It ranked at #8 for children's books worldwide on this day. What is it about celebrities releasing children's books currently?
Well, they're the easiest book to write. No, I'm kidding. They all want to. They're young, so that way when the kids grow up, they're already a fan, right? I read this musician's book. I always like, do you remember the Caterpillar book that was written by this person, and now this person is rapping about buying cars and yeah. Anyway, whatever it is, so they get them young, and then they have them later. I think that's the plan, or maybe they're very passionate about literacy.
Or passionate about getting a check, but fair play to them. This celebrity is 6 feet and 1 inch long in height. And one more clue, and let's see, you should be able to get it from this one if you haven't already. His real name is Montario Lamar Hill. Who are we talking about? The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Let us know who we are talking about here on Backchannel this morning. This is the Hayley and Allyson show, here with you until 8 a.m. Have you got a guess? Do you know the answer, Allyson?
I do know the answer. And I was excited because I guessed it, because yes, we do have the answers in front of us, but I did get the answer before I saw the answer. Yeah. I knew the answer.
Should we tell people who it is? Jane from LA has got the answer right, and also Colin from don't know where you're from. Colin, let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say. Tell us where you live. Sounds a bit creepy, that, doesn't it? Tell us where you live, not specific. We don't want to know street address, just general area where you are, Colin. Don't have to give us your postal address.
I was going to say, give us your postcode. What's your postcode? Yeah.
Who are we talking about, Allyson?
Lil Nas. We're talking about Lil Nas X. Look at that. Head trumpet, 6'1", didn't know that. And has written a children's book, did not know that. Well done, Lil Nas. Let's hope he's not spelling little in his children's book, because he would get it wrong.
Yeah, there we go. Here's some facts. Old Town Road became the first hip-hop song to sit at number 1 in the charts for 13 consecutive weeks. Fair play. That hasn't been done for a long time as far as I remember. But yeah, there you go. 13 weeks he was at number 1 with Old Town Road. And Old Town Road was the first song to ever sell more than 10 million copies whilst in the number 1 spot. Very, very impressive.
Very impressive. Producer Will also said, I love that you know this, Will. He dressed up as Voldemort for Halloween this year, apparently. Here he is, Producer Will.
Hello, I'm a bit of a Lil Nas X fan. So I was looking at his Twitter, and yeah, he was Voldemort. He went the whole 9 yards. He did a really good job. He was a very convincing Voldemort.
Well done. Well, let's hope so. Did he have Versace?
I don't know if it was like a Versace cape. You know that like cape thing that Voldemort has. I don't know if that was from there, but yeah.
How did you go ahead?
I was gonna say I think Lil Nas X is my celebrity crush. Oh, one of them. He's definitely on the list.
He's on that list.
He's 22. He might be a bit young for me.
I mean, how many are on the list?
Most of them, to be fair.
Most of them,
most of the celebrities, especially if they've been on the 30 under 30 list.
Yeah,
it's a good. A trait that I look for in a boyfriend is that you've like been in Forbes, like either in the, if you were like a Forbes 30 under 30, if you're one of the sexiest men alive, like these are the kind of qualities that I'm looking for in a boyfriend.
Yeah, really low standards.
Yeah,
Will has really.
I just like to keep things kind of realistic.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm asking for much.
If you're listening and you have an annual income over $1 million, get in touch. Will would like to hear from you. Man to gift your device is the word say, followed by I am would like to date producer Will. Let us know.
If your credit cards are made of metal, then let me know.
Because one thing he's not is what's the word there? He's not
superficial.
Yeah, superficial is exactly what I was looking for. That's not producer Will at all. Thanks, producer Will.
Thank you.
Back to your cave. There he is. Oh, I needed to ask him this fact, actually. He's given us a list of songs. Is this what Little Nas X has wrote? Can you let us know that, producer Will?
No, I'm just here. These were, if you read the whole thing, it would say, on a global scale, Old Town Road was the 5th most streamed songs of 2019. And then I preempted the bit where you said, producer Will, could you look up what the other most streamed songs of 2019 were? And I kind of provided them for you in advance.
Now, before you get cocky, producer Will, you didn't preempt the fact that I'd invite you back on then and you put something in your mouth to eat. What are you eating?
That's true. I like to say I also just invited myself on. Yeah, I'm eating Magic Stars.
Oh, okay. Very adult of him. If you didn't know, Magic Star is a child's sweet. He's saying that he wants a man with money and power and influence, but yeah, he's eating child's candy.
All the things I don't have.
Producer Will, thank you. The most streamed song of 2019 was Senorita by Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, followed by Bad Guy, Billie Eilish.
I loved that song. I did. The first time I heard it, I felt doom. It just grabs you. It's heavy. I like it. It's great.
Yeah. Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee, and 7 Rings by Ariana Grande, followed by Old Town Road remix by Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. There you go. That was Guess the Celebrity. Well done if you got the answer correct. If you never, you can try again tomorrow because we will be playing another game here on Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson morning show with producer Will. I'm not going to call him back because he's probably now eating a bag of crisps.
His hands are in candy bags. He can't switch back.
Do you know what I'm used to? Like whenever I've been in the States, I really enjoy watching people. Sorry, this is completely random fact, but when they're walking around theme parks eating like turkey legs, I'd never seen that before.
I've never seen that. They're just a big old turkey leg.
Yeah. Do you like you get? I think I just get a little snack, and it's like a huge. It was like watching like a Viking walk around eating food. But there you go. If you eat turkey legs, let us know here on the Hayley and Allyson show. It's time. It is time for the 1-star movie review. Before that, producer Will just said his life goal is to try a corn dog.
What? You've never had a corn dog? Well, Hayley, you've had a corn dog, right?
No, because I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, right. Okay. But do they not make veggie corn dogs? I bet
They
you
do.
Yeah.
They do. Very rare, I think. I mean, if your life goal is to try one, maybe you need to look at your aspirations.
Do you know what? No, I like life goals like that. They are achievable, and we can make these dreams come true.
We can make your dream come true, Will. We will, before the end of the year, get you to try a corn dog live on air. Oh no! Stay tuned for this hot content here on the Hayley and Allyson show. It's time for the 1-star movie review. What we do here on Backchannel, we have a little fun game on the Hayley and Allyson morning show where we read out reviews that people have given 1 star. They've given 1 star to a film, but which film are they talking about? Now, you're probably thinking Pretty Bad Film. It's got 1 star, but you know what people on the internet are like?
Yeah. It's not even about the movie. They're just unsatisfied people out there who want to pick apart all sorts of things. So don't be thinking that these are bad films or a film that you may not have liked. These are Billboard films. These are films that did really well. But these are all reviews from people who have time and who are agitated, and I think just deep down inside are unhappy with their own lives and are taking it out on a movie. But better them than a retail store worker. That's what I say. Because if they weren't getting their anger out here, those are the people who get the most brutal treatment is retail store workers. So you feel free to keep reviewing these movies and giving them 1 star. So our first clue for the 1-star movie review. Okay, here we go.
Before you read this, Allyson, now I enjoy this section of the show because Allyson can get her acting talents out in this part. So I like to give Allyson, I sort of like to give her some sort of, what's my motivation?
Yeah, she gives me character, motivation, one or the other, and then I go with that. So Hayley, what are you feeling? How do you want me to do this one?
Elderly, angry woman.
Oh, elderly and angry. Okay, give me a minute. I'm trying to channel a
She's
neighbor
just
I once knew.
character.
Mhm.
Here she goes.
I have tolerated the movies of this franchise as what they are, mindless fun and escapist entertainment, but they didn't go as far as to lose the minimal interest of its audience until now. This movie isn't even trying. A man who is extremely devoted to his family thing now has an abandoned brother? What about the space stuff? What about the... Ah, yeah. This has no plot whatsoever. Complete, utter rubbish.
That's angry old woman.
Bravo. Yeah,
Thank
bravo, Allyson June Smith there. If you would like Allyson to star in your movie, get in touch here on Backchannel.
I'm also available for voiceover work.
All right, mate. All right, let's wind up.
All right,
go.
So let's review this. So movie, minimal interest, escapism, entertainment, franchise. He's extremely devoted to his family and now has an abandoned brother. Okay, a little bit of the giveaway in the movie there. Space stuff. Apparently there's some space stuff in there. Okay.
So there you go. That was a review that gave this film 1 star. But what is the film they are talking about? The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Allyson, would you like to read the second review out in the style of an elderly, angry man?
Oh, you're making me... Okay. Here we go.
Here she goes.
I'm nervous now, everyone.
This movie had so many ridiculous and exaggerated scenes. I don't even know where to begin. I've seen automobiles flying in space in 2 movies. One was in Spaceballs and the other one is, well, you guessed it. Oh, and did I mention they are wearing scuba gear from the 1950s while flying in a space car? I guess you don't need real training for space nor astronaut suits, according to this movie. At least the Mel Brooks movie was a parody, and it was really funny.
Well done, Allyson. There you
Thank
go. That was our second clue. A separate person gave this film 1 review. I mean, it's making me want to watch the film, if anything. If you know the film that they have given 1 stars to, get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guest. Producer Will, would you like Allyson to read out the next clue in any particular style?
Allyson, Please, can you do the next clue in the style of like a toddler who's been told that they're not allowed another bag of magic stars?
Okay, so they're they're on the naughty step for eating too many magic
Yeah.
stars.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, or like about to throw a tantrum.
Okay. Let me try.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, producer Will. Very, very. I mean, if anything, too specific, but let's give it a go. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to really
Okay.
When these franchise began, it had a relatively low budget, believable characters, believable card chases, and general action scenes that didn't break the law of physics. Here we have just endless, mind-numbing action. Product placement, pathetic acting that would insult school drama, and the dumbest of dumb stories. The writers, directors, producers, and actors should all hang their collective heads in shame.
It was a little obnoxious,
mean-
actually, everyone.
I
I
mean,
want to
it was a little
apologize for that one. That
like,
was
Bart Simpson as well. But thank you, Allyson. Yeah, well done. There you go. It's a franchise. They began. It used to have a relatively low budget, but now it's got a big one. I mean, let's get your guesses in. I can see someone has guessed in. Let's have a look who that is. Oh, it's another Will, and he's got the film right, but we're looking for the specific film. So it's part of a franchise, but which one of the franchise is it? So let us know your guesses. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess. Right, the last one, Allyson, the last clue that we will give you. So like I say, get your guesses in. Let us know what you think the film is. In the style of I'm sort of limited, aren't I, really? Can you do any celebrity impressions that aren't visual?
no. I'm like, no, because that would require getting into accents. We all know how great I am at accents.
Okay.
Why? Yeah.
Just do it however you would like to do it, Allyson. Do it however you would like to. Last one, bit of leeway for you.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it. So I'm a snob. I'm gonna do a snobby read. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The most surprising part of the movie is the fact that these big name actors actually agreed to make this rubbish, which transcends and then utterly smashes all the usual laws of Hollywood absurdity. We knew such gems never obeyed physical laws of mechanics, but now even the sky is no longer a limit for the mortals of this movie. Even electromagnetism and space itself is no longer immune from their hijinks. Our intrepid protagonists' biologies render them not only impervious to shrapnel, bullets, knives, broken glasses, kicks, punches, but somehow rather endow them with superhuman strength and the intellect that only geniuses possess, and the insane lament. We have reached a dimension even Austin Powers would have trouble comprehending. That is some of the hardest words. So I'm going to say that this was a English writer who has written this, and very angry. It seems like everyone they have their limits of suspension of disbelief. So I just want to remind you all that movies are make believe, and that's why we watch them. But anyway, so that there. So let's see, what can we get out of that?
It's a franchise. We know
Yeah.
that it's set in space for this particular one.
Yeah, there's immortals in this movie, apparently. No longer the limit for immortals of this movie.
There's an abandoned brother. Yeah, listen, if you know the answer, John from Toronto has said Mad Max. You're not correct, John. You are not correct, but thank you for guessing. We appreciate you getting involved in the show. If you would like to guess before we give you the final little clues, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. I can see that Kelly in LA has got the specific right answer. So well done you, Kelly. Everyone else, keep guessing final clues. And if you don't get them from this, we can't do anything else. We're literally handing you the answer now with these next ones, aren't we, Ellie?
This is what we call the spoon feed section. So open up, here it comes. Get ready.
Here we go. It was released in 2021 and it starred Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jordana Brewster. What is the film? The command to give to your device is the word say. Give us the final 2 clues, Ellie.
The director refused to use CGI cars, which I appreciate. Thank you for wanting real vehicles. I do appreciate that. And the cars themselves had to audition for the movie.
Do you know what? Fair play, because a car might be a bad actor. They might.
Right? It might have a bad attitude. That car is hard to work
Yep.
with, and it's got a bad attitude. What we need is a car that is a yes car. We need a yes kind of car. Yeah.
It might not look good. Do you reckon cars gain pounds? You know, like they say you gain so many pounds on camera. Do you reckon cars look bigger? Let us know if you're a vehicle listening on your device. Tell us. Listen, here we go. We're going to reveal the answer now. Thank you for everyone who guessed it correctly. And if you had a guess and you didn't guess it right, we will be playing another game of the One Star Movie Review tomorrow, so it's your chance to redeem yourself then. But the answer is, of course, the Fast and Furious 9.
I didn't even know there were that many made yet, everyone. How many in total are there? How many total Fast and Furiouses are there, Hayley? Do we know?
Well, that was the last one so far, I presume. I mean, it was released last year. Is that correct, producer Will? Let us know how many Fast and Furious. I mean, I'm just looking forward to the Fast and Furious when the cars actually have to go in for an MOT, because we've had 9 years of it. They must be due one. Just
Let's do the yearly checkup. When do the cars get? That's what we need. We need to. Yeah. I want a whole movie about the wheels being changed. We need to put on winter tires. I want to see that episode where we put winter tires on them. Yeah.
I want to see Vin Diesel just waiting for a phone call all day just to tell him it's failed, and then he's realised he hasn't got enough money to pay for it. Let's have a bit of realism. I mean, they're in space. It's not going to be realistic. Is that right, producer Will? How many Fast and Furious films have there been? Is it 9?
Yes, but there's going to be a 10.
Oh, and this is when they change wheels?
No, I think Vin Diesel said that there's going to be like a last chapter, but it's going to be 2 movies.
So it's not.
So they are going to end the franchise, but they're going to get 2 movies out of it.
God.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to be seeing the Fast and Furious I mean, we've already gone to space, but are they? What else can they do?
I think they've done everything. I think they've been to space. I think they've been underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So...
They gotta stop, because we can't have a Fast and Furious based out of a senior citizen's home. That is going to completely we need them to be done at a reasonable age.
Just like slow and annoyed. Slow and
annoyed.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the Fast and Furious will be in the future, Allyson. They'll just be in those little electronic cars that you drive around. Do you know, when you're of a certain age, little scooters.
Yep.
Stay tuned. Thank you, producer Will. He is here checking our facts all day for us. He is better than Google. So not officially.
He is. I need a producer Will in my life daily, so I could be like, producer Will, what I need to know is he's a very smart young lad, producer Will.
Yeah, everyone's smart when they've got the internet at their fingertips, Allyson.
It's true. It is true, but I'm gonna give him that. I think you're smart, producer Will. Don't let Hayley change that. I think you're very smart.
I never said he wasn't, Allyson, but he needs to know his place. So here we go. Coming up in the next hour of the show. Thank you for listening to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. Get involved. We're an interactive show. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us. If you want to get involved in a game, if you want to let us know what you're up to for the rest of the day. If it's your birthday, then do let us know as well. But coming up in the second hour and shortly, we're going to be solving some of your problems, or attempting to, in our Agony Auntie section. And we're going to be playing a game in True or False. Is it true or false? We are going to be having a game with that where you will get involved. It's one of our most popular sections of the show, so stick around for that one. But yes, first, like I said, it is our Agony Auntie section. Allyson loves to solve people's problems, which is a good job, because we are going to answer them now. So here we go. I'm just trying to find our first problem. Hayley hasn't put her paperwork in order this morning.
It's all right,
Here
Hayley.
we go.
Yes.
Here we go, Allyson. Okay. If you've got a problem you'd like us to solve, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by what your problem is. Let us know this morning, as long as it
Or
is.
I always pop this in. I want people to know, it doesn't have to be your problem. Maybe a close friend of yours has a problem. Maybe somebody else is going through something. Maybe you want to go back to them and sound really like you've done your homework. But this is a quick cheat. We can help you solve your stuff, help solve your friend's problems. So by all means, we're not going to assume it's your problem if you let us know what's going on. We don't judge. We're not here to judge. We're here to help.
There you go. We're here to help. Although, if one of my friends spoke to a show about my problems, I would be a little bit angry. Especially if I was listening. They were like, my friend has a rash. What? No. Here we go. First problem. Let's see if Allyson can help you out on this. This came in from Tom. And Tom said, my co-worker Sally recently hired a new graduate, Jane. Let's hope he's not used their real names. As Sally was making the verbal offer over the phone, she asked Jane if she had any questions. Jane replied no, but my father does. Then Jane's father took the phone and started asking Sally questions about the offer. The questions ranged from logistics and about onboarding to asking if Jane could arrive late on her first day. Is there any way to respectfully give the parent feedback that they are not helping their child?
Well, yeah. I mean, Tom, you could always just use the old it's inter-office. It's we're not really permitted to discuss things with people that are not within the office or who are not a part of the company. Um that's one way of politely putting it. Also, I mean, I'm trying to I can't believe she let her dad do that, to be honest with you. Come on. This is Jane.
Yeah, I mean, my mum won't even ring in sick for me when I used to work at places.
No.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Which is fair play. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like her dad might be. I'd give her the benefit of the doubt there because her dad might be sort of overpowering. You don't know what's going on there.
Oh, you
Let's
know what
see
you could do? I know what you could do,
What?
Tom. I've got an idea. So, Tom, what you do is you say, right, okay, I'm going to make a list of all these. Okay, I hear your questions. What I'm going to do is get the information and I will email all the answers to Jane. So Jane can have all of that information. So you are politely redirecting and saying, like, yeah, I'm going to communicate with Jane. We'll get this to Jane. And then if dad keeps trying to do that, you could say to Jane, hey, Jane, if your dad has any other questions, by all means, just put it in an email and send it to me. That way you're kind of indirectly saying, like, you are to deal with this, Jane. I am not going to speak to your dad one-on-one. So you could use inter-office. Only people inter-office can talk about this sort of thing. And then also just do it by email. Because I'm a big fan of email anyway. Whenever you're working with somebody or doing anything, you want a history. You want a recorded history of things that have been discussed when you're discussing the job. So I would do that. That's my answer, Tom. Hayley, what do you think?
There you go. There, yeah. Well done, Allyson. Allyson answers it very seriously. I just think, just see how long you can speak to a dad for and have little competitions.
Talk his ear off.
Yeah, just
Make it
keep on
so
talking
he
to
never
him.
wants to talk to you again. I love that, Hayley. Very smart.
Yeah, just carry on talking to him. See how long you can keep the dad on for before he
Get
has to
into
go
real
to
personal details. It's just got this itch. Anyway,
but there you go. Thank you, Allyson. If you've got a problem you would like us to solve, the command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem, and we will try our best to solve it in this next section. Oh, sorry, my apologies. My watch just told me it doesn't know what I was talking about. It's quite rude, that, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are listening to the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. Thanks for joining us. If you are, say hello. The command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know where you're listening from in the world. Here is the next clue. Next clue. It's not a clue, is it? It's a problem. It's
We're
what
in a
it
problem.
is.
Yep.
Okay, this is from Natasha. My close friend is a 28-year-old man, married a wonderful guy 3 years ago. They were both very fit. The husband is still fit, but my friend has gained a shocking amount of weight. I'm talking 100 pounds. I'm really concerned for his health. When I mentioned my worry to his husband, he patted my friend's huge belly and said, more of him to love. Should I let this go or try to find out what's going on? I
Mm.
think though, when you're happy, you do gain weight though, don't you?
Of course, because what does love look like? It looks like two people on a sofa eating potato chips. That's love, everyone, right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a complicated thing if you want to speak to somebody about any sort of health concerns. Um, I wonder if maybe speaking to the friend without the partner around might be nice because the partner is going to defend and be like, "Oh, I love him. He's," and it's not about that. It's strictly physical. Or sometimes what could do is disguise. Maybe say you're struggling with your own, health concerns in regards to weight, and you're trying to do some things, and maybe talk to them about it using you as the example, and see what they kind of say. You could ask for some help. I need a bit of help. I want to start going. Maybe you should volunteer to or try to go walking with your friend a bit more. I mean, maybe not directly approach it. Maybe there are some side things you could do. I mean, let's be honest, your friend's going to know you're talking about them, but it's a polite way to address it. Um, but yeah, I mean, 100 pounds. There is a concern. I mean, I literally would be wondering if there is something health-wise going on. I mean, is your body functioning okay? I mean, and if you're really concerned about the friend, I mean, do you beat around the bush or do you just get to the point? Like, that's, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just maybe when his partner's not around, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing on his partner, because of course he's going to defend him and say that. You wouldn't want your partner to go, "Oh yeah, they've stacked it on," because you wouldn't want to be with them. But yeah, just maybe just say, "Is everything all right?" I mean, you might just be happy, like you say, you're eating for two when you're in a relationship. But yeah, Natasha, just have maybe a quiet word with him. I think Allison's right. There you go. Producer Will, do you have a problem you'd like our Allyson June Smith to solve?
I do have a problem for you, Allyson June Smith. Thanks, Hayley.
Yay. What's the problem, Will?
This person writes, I don't like this question, this problem. We I assume they mean their friends, them and their partner. We dine at casual eateries, restaurants as we might call it, periodically with certain friends. One of them habitually excuses herself by announcing, "I need to go potty."
Ugh.
This has progressed from embarrassing to simply annoying. What is the proper thing to say, or is it too late to say anything? Should it simply be ignored? What do you think, Allyson?
Well, I mean, I need to go potty. It does sound like a toddler announcing
Mm-mm.
that they've done something good and they want a gold star. Like, no, this is an announcement. Do you know what I would do? Again, I'm so passive aggressive, everyone. I would use the example. So, when I first moved to the UK, did you know a lot of the times instead of saying washroom or restroom like we do in North America, you say washroom a
Mm-hmm.
lot. People say
Mm-hmm.
toilet, which I
Yeah.
absolutely hate because it's like, do you know where the toilets are? To me, when you say washroom, you're creating the illusion that like you could be doing other things. When you say
You could be
toilet,
powdering your nose.
yes, toilet is like meh. So you could even have that conversation in front of your friend. You could literally say, "I was listening, and did you know in the UK they use the word toilet for washroom, which I think is repulsive because I think there should be a little like discreetness about what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe having that conversation in front of them will make them realize, oh, maybe saying potty is like toilet. Maybe I should start to say I need to go powder my nose or
Just
um
anything. Or they could just say, "Oh, excuse me. I'll just be a moment."
You could just not you don't need to announce what it
People will
is.
know what you're doing. If you're at
Yeah.
a restaurant and you get it from the table, there's not a great list of places that you go in, is there?
No, no. I need to go harass that other table. I need to
Yeah,
go, like it's I
I'm just gonna
it
check on things in the kitchen.
yeah. I
No.
I don't think it should be ignored. Look, I think by saying to this person, when you say potty, you kinda sound like a toddler. I think you're actually doing them a bigger favor
Yes,
than
yes.
continuing to let them. There's always a delicate, loving way to say, "Please stop saying that," or make up a story that I'm such a liar, look at me, make up a story, be indirect, don't go but I feel like people are afraid to directly speak to people about these sort of things, so, Yeah, I would maybe even say.
I mean, and I think a lot of it will boil down to the relationship that this person has with their friend. Like, if you have the kind of friendship where you can be very direct with them, then by all means, just come out and say. When you say that, you sound like a 3-year-old.
Please stop saying potty. Yeah.
But if you think that it will hurt their feelings, or if you're not that close, or whatever, then yeah, by all means, I think maybe take a bit more of a subtle approach to it. But just something definitely needs to be said, I think.
Well, and if there's a group of friends, there might be one friend in there that is maybe closer to this person and will have the right way of addressing it. So maybe by, finding the right friend within that group of friends to say like, "Hey, have you noticed that Shelly keeps saying she has to go potty? It makes me want to put her it makes me want to send her to the naughty step when she tells me she needs to go potty." Like that's yeah.
I've just come up with a great idea, and this is what I would do. I would book a fancy restaurant. I'd go to somewhere a lot more bougie and say, okay, guys, like I've booked for this other place for us to go to for next time, but it's like a lot more fancy than the places that we usually go to. So, Sharon, you can't be yelling about how you need to go potty every 10 minutes.
Do you know what I'd do, guys? I would take a potty with me, an actual potty, to the restaurant. And when she says I need to go potty, I'd go, well, here you go.
Here you go.
If you're going to talk like you're going for a child, then there you go. Do it in there.
Or you could even go, where's potty? I need to go potty. Potty? I don't even. Oh, do you mean the washroom like an adult? Oh, I get that then. Yeah.
Thank you, producer Will.
Thank you.
Have you got another problem for us, Ali? One more, and then we will crack on with the rest of the show. We're going to be doing true or false very shortly. If you've got a problem you'd like myself and Allyson to solve, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word save for either of those. And let us know. Okay, let's have one more.
Okay. One more. So here we go. Here is a problem. I'm afraid my 16-year-old daughter is missing out on the best parts of her youth. She's a good kid, gets good grades, but doesn't seem to have any friends. Doesn't date, doesn't go to parties, football games, or dances. Nothing. These are the years to have fun, learn social skills, and build a good resume for college. My husband and I have told her about all the fun she's missing. He played football and ran track. I was a cheerleader in the theater club and never missed a dance. But she's just not interested in anything. We don't think she needs to be a cheerleader or an athlete, but we do think she needs to be involved with something. What should we do? Okay, well, my first question is, when she is doing none of the other things, what is she doing? She must be doing something. What is it she's doing? Is she in her room playing video games? Is she just by herself drawing? What is it she is doing when she's on her own? And then is there any way that you can find that sort of activity in a social environment and kind of encourage her to go do that?
Yeah, I mean, also, just because the best parts of your youth were doing, socially, it's not a word, but if best parts of your youth were like doing cheerleading and things like that, doesn't mean that that's what the best part of your daughter's youth is. She, like Allyson said, if she likes drawing or if she likes just sitting around with her friends chatting, that's up to her, isn't it? If she's generally down and if she's moping around the house and, something isn't right, then your child, and maybe that's why you're wanting her to get involved in these groups. But is she happy? As long as she's happy, I don't see an issue with her having to socialize. I understand that you're worried for your child and you want her to make lots of friends, but if she's happy with friends she has and what she's doing, then, you shouldn't be overly concerned, I don't think.
No, and this parent doesn't seem to have any friends, doesn't date, doesn't go to parties. My guess is this child is probably an online child, right? Let's admit it. There's a lot of people in the world that a majority of their social life is online. So I think this parent, I would just really pay attention to what my 16-year-old daughter is doing. Maybe she has a load of friends online. Because you say doesn't seem to have any friends. Are you talking about physical right there? I get you. I mean, you want your child to have, friends. But if her skills or if her passion is really online stuff, I mean, I think maybe you need to learn a little bit more about what she's doing to help her to get more experiences within that realm. But like you said, Hayley, if she's doing nothing, she's got no friends, I mean, maybe Maybe it's time to have her talk to, I don't know, someone who can help her find some more happiness. I'm
Excuse
not saying
me.
you're failing as a parent. You're doing a great job.
Mhm.
But sometimes it is a different world now. The youth very much online, whereas when we were growing up, really, I know you were a cheerleader. I was on the football team. It was real fun times for us growing up. No, actually, cheerleader and football. Oh my god, if I had had a cheerleader and a football playing parent, I don't know. That's, not my world.
I think though that
But
you
yeah,
maybe
I think yeah.
you I mean, could you excuse me, I've suddenly got a bout of coffee and I apologize. Never good for the radio. Um, if you could, maybe take your daughter somewhere. I mean, mind you, I'm saying this out loud. I'm thinking I wouldn't want to go anywhere with my mum when I was 16. But maybe the sort of social groups you could sort of introduce her to, maybe go with her one day. I mean, I don't know what, because like you say, you die of embarrassment when you're 16 and your mum's with you. Should have thought this through in my head before I said it out loud, but there you go, live radio. Um, yeah, I understand you're worried for your child. I completely get that. You don't want your child to be lonely at all, and you want them to get involved. Maybe like what Allyson said in past episodes is find what she is interested in and maybe see if there's a group for that. So if she's interested in drawing, maybe there's a drawing club nearby, or if she's interested in gaming, then maybe take her to something like a gaming cafe and see if there's anyone in there. So just try and see what she's actually interested in and maybe
Yeah.
try and work around that.
Learn about her world. I mean, maybe she's a part of a million Discord groups. You don't know. She might have friends all over the world and having discussions constantly, but you're like, all she's doing is sitting in her room. Well, actually, no, she's communicating with teenagers in Milan or there is a chance that there's a whole world going on that maybe you just unfortunately haven't had the time to find. So I'm going to say some research into what it is she is doing and let's grow beyond that. Yeah.
There we go. Listen, thank you for all your problems. We hope we've helped you in a little way. Do not feel that you have to take our advice literally.
No, because we are not trained professionals, everyone. I am just simply a person who likes to hear problems, so I feel a little less alone in the world.
There you go. Thank you. If you've got a problem you'd like us to solve in another episode of the Hayley and Allyson show, then get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your problem, or you can tweet us if you're on the old Twitter at Backchannel Live word. So it is now time for our favourite section of the show and some of yours. It's the true or false game.
Woo, the best part. There's only two answers. You have a 50-50 chance of getting, or 100% as some people always say. They argue that. But yeah, this is the easiest part to get involved with because you just have to say one word to your device. So device say true, device say false. Very easy. Also, my record of true and false has not been great. So please feel free to jump in and assist because I'm not the best. Hayley's pretty good. Hayley, you're very good at true and false.
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. Pretty good. So here we go. We're going to take it in turns. You answer one, Ali, then I'll answer one. Should we do it that way?
Sounds wonderful.
Here we go. True or false? Is it true or is it false? We talked about Guinness World Records earlier on in the show about the 9-foot gaming joystick created by Dartmouth College professor. So we're going to sort of do a Guinness World Book Record theme today. So the record for the number of dice stacked on a cat's paw is 10. Is that true or is that false, Allyson? True or false?
I'm going to say true. I don't know why. My first instinct just said true. I'm imagining there's a cat that's pretty chill, but I don't think you could stack more than 10. Even if the cat was totally still, not moving the paw, I feel like 10 would be the limit. I'm going to say true. I want to imagine 10 dice on a cat's paw.
I mean, I would struggle to do that with just on the floor, let alone putting it on a cat's paw. But yeah, you're right, Allyson. It's true.
Hey!
It is true. Bibby and his owner from Malaysia managed to stack a total of 10 dice on his paw. Imagine doing that at home and thinking, I wonder if there's a record for this. And you're like, oh no, you're the first. We've probably broke loads of records if that's the case.
We had no idea. This is the thing. Guinness Book of World Records, sometimes it isn't about being the best. It's just finding the most obscure thing that you can really nail and be like, I don't think anyone else could do this, Like, after a while, it'll be like, how many old, agitated voices can Allyson do when she reads the movie reviews?
Yeah, she's
People
broke the
doing it.
record.
Guinness World Records. But yeah, isn't that interesting? Well, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. There's so many wild Guinness Book things.
There
Okay,
really is. Yep.
here's one for you, Hayley. Okay,
Okie doke.
true or false? The record for the most inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9. I know why this
mean,
is on here. Will likes unicorns. Our producer Will is a unicorn guy. And
um,
yeah, so the record for the most inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9.
before I answer, you've just reminded me, I seen the saddest sight. I went to like a child's theme park in the UK. I mean, our theme parks are not like yours in the US. They're very
No.
different. And they had like unicorn rides, and it was a horse just with something strapped to its head, and it just looked so sad. And I just felt so sorry for it. I mean, this is just a ridiculous record. It's got to be inflatable unicorns blown up in 2 minutes is 9.
You
I'm
were
gonna go.
laughing while you're reading it out loud.
I mean, it's so ridiculous. I'm going to go false, because blowing a balloon up takes some time. You've got to blow up big, massive unicorn. I'm presuming they're big. 2 minutes, not that long. I'm going to go false.
Well, Hayley, again, your skills at true and false hold strong. False it is. You are absolutely correct. No one actually has attempted to blow up the most amount of inflatable unicorns. No one has done that. But a record is held for the most amount of balloons. In 2015, Hunter Ewan from the USA blew up 910 balloons in 1 hour.
I thought you were going to say 1 minute. I was
2
going
minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And I always feel faint after blowing up like 2 balloons in a row.
Oh,
So,
absolutely. Because you don't get your breath right. It takes a bit to get the breath right, and you're just it's a head rush, right? It's a head rush
yeah.
being blown up with those balloons. Isn't that interesting? Well,
There you go. If you have broke a world record in the past, let us know what that was. The command to say to your device is the word say, or also get involved with the game. Just all you need to say to your device is the word say, followed by true or false, and we will let you know if you get them right. Allyson, June Smith.
yes.
The record for balancing a guitar on someone's forehead is over 7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's true. Because at first, when we were looking at this, I thought it just said 7 minutes. And I was like, that's not that hard. I bet you someone could balance a guitar for longer than 7 minutes. So the fact that someone on their forehead over 7 minutes, I'm going to say true. I'm definitely going to say true. You can balance a guitar longer than Get me a guitar. I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. So I say
Get a
true.
guitar producer will. I mean, I think that was a really easy one. I think you're completely right. I've seen people balance stuff on their chins and stuff before, but yeah, I've balanced food on my belly quite a lot. The longest duration, you're quite right, it is true, of course it is. The longest duration for balancing a guitar on the forehead is 7 minutes, 3.9 seconds.
Well, I'm surprised it was that little. I actually thought it would be a lot more, to be
I
honest with you.
did. I did as well. It was achieved by Josh Horton from Texas, USA. I thought he'd still be balancing it now. Just there we go. Allyson, maybe we can break the record tomorrow. Maybe we can get you a guitar. See if we can break it. We've got 2 hours to fill. May as well give it a
go. Here on Backchannel, the live Guinness Book World Record breaking tomorrow morning, everyone. Send me a guitar. I'll try a piano for crying out loud. No, I won't. No, I will not.
Okay, go on. You give me the next one. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Get involved with this one. People at home, try and get your guesses in. Is it true or false? Let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. So, Ali, let's go.
Here we go. So, I like this. So, the record for the highest stack of ridged cheese and onion crisps, aka potato chips, is 1.4 meters. So the highest stack of ridged, it says cheese and onion potato chips, but we'll say just chips in general, is 1.4 meters. What do you think, Hayley?
Well, I think
a
ridge crisp would actually hold well with another ridge crisp sat inside it.
Yeah.
So So
Yeah.
what are we,
Do
what
like
we
your
do with our
logic.
lives?
Like,
Yeah,
are we
what am I
talking?
doing?
Are they ridged Pringles? I mean, Pringles you could stack for
Oh my
So
God, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking it's true. Honestly, I'm so good at these. I think I could be in the FBI. Ridged crisps sticking together. Let's go true. Let's say that's true. Let's say it's true. Is it true?
Okay.
Is it true?
Haley's going with true. You have broken your record. It is false, Hayley. I do
Oh,
apologize. I know you want to go true. It's false, though. And in fact, producer Will is really tricking us today because there is no record for the tallest stack of cheese and onion crisps, but there is one for the tallest stack of tortilla chips. 389 tortillas were stacked on top of each other to reach the height of 68.5 centimeters.
I'm not happy with this, Will. Bring producer Will on.
Uh-oh. Producer Will, you've been summoned.
Sorry.
No, right. This is meant to be a fun game. Changing the type of chip it is from cheese and onion to tortilla and then telling me I'm wrong.
I didn't tell you were wrong.
No,
Also, you were wrong.
Yeah. These are trick questions.
They're not trick questions. Also, I think you're kind of vastly overestimating the amount of time I think that I spend putting into writing these true or false questions.
I'm vastly overestimating a lot of things at the minute, but like that, I'm
Like
not
the
happy
height of
about
that
this.
tower.
That's like me saying to you, "Would you like a raise? Yes or no?" And you going yes, and said, "Oh, sorry, I meant
a step
Ooh.
ladder. Do you
raise."
want to be taller? Yeah.
If you want to be taller.
It's just completely changing the question halfway through.
I love that
Well-
Hayley gets so defensive of being wrong with true or false questions.
Well, I'm not wrong because it wasn't a real thing, so I couldn't be wrong. Could I?
Okay, so I think, Hayley, here's the problem, is that you're seeing this as like a barrier, but really it's an opportunity for us to create the tallest stack of rich potato chips.
Cheese and onion potato chips. This is our chance. Join us tomorrow when I balance a guitar on my head. We stack cheese and onion ripple potato chips. There is so much that's going to happen. I mean, hey, get in touch with us here at Backchannel if you would like us to break any book world record.
Tell us
Just
which
say
one.
your device. Yeah, say we'll do it. We'll do it.
Ideally, ones that don't take much physical exertion. Like ones where I can stay sat down at my desk would be ideal.
Yeah, like not stuff like could Hayley and Allyson run the marathon in 3 minutes? No.
If it's how many pieces of gum could you fit in your mouth? I'll do that. I would do a gum challenge. That would be fun.
Would sound great on air, that, Allyson. Really, that would sound wonderful. I'd be doing the show myself for an hour. Let us know, producer Will, tomorrow. Don't be doing this.
Okay, well, do you want to write in tomorrow, Hayley? Do you want to come up with the true or false bit tomorrow?
Here at Backchannel, we're a very happy family. So if you if you want to see Hayley and Will go head to head tomorrow on Backchannel, just say to your device, "Will and Hayley fight." It's very exciting.
Don't like being wrong when it's unnecessary. Right, here we go. Allyson, true or false? The record for the furthest distance a toy has been thrown by a baby (brackets under the age of 2) is 12 meters. Is that true or is that false? Or is that a made-up question?
This is what I mean. There are some very strong babies out there. I mean, right? No, there are.
Have you had arm wrestles with them?
You know what? I've been beaten by several babies. They're crafty. It's the way they hold their wrists. They know what they're doing. I'm gonna say 12 meters under the age of 2. Now, I don't have children, so I'm just working on instinct here, everyone. I have see, Hayley has the advantage here because she has a child under the age of 2. She definitely know how far her child could throw pasta she's made. I'm going to say, how far away is Hayley's face? I'm going to say that's false. I'm giving it a false. I don't think 12 meters, even if it's a lightweight toy, I'm going to say false. I'm going with false, Hayley.
It is false, Allyson. And do you know why?
Why?
Because there hasn't been a record set by a baby throwing a toy.
Sensing a theme. Oh, you were so in trouble, Will. Okay, yeah.
The record for the longest throw of an object without a tail. Without a tail. Is over 425 meters by Australian David Schwummy. No relation to David Schwimmer there. David Schwimmer with a boomerang. Over 425 meters. Well done, David.
And he knew because the boomerang came back and told him how far he went. He was like, hey.
Professional comedians here on Backchannel, the Hayley and Allyson show.
We're not just a couple of pretty voices, everyone. We got brains too, kinda.
Kinda. Go on, give us one then. Let me see if I can redeem myself.
Okay. The record for the most sausages produced. This is a great question for a vegetarian. The record for the most sausages produced in 1 minute is 78. Hayley, how about making 78 sausages in 1 minute? Would you vomit? Quite possibly you would.
I mean, 1 minute 70. I think that's too many sausages in a minute.
You think that's too many sausages, do you?
I just don't think in a minute they'd have to fire out like the speed of light. And I've seen those machines where they're like coming out. So I'm going to go false. Back me up here, people. Let me know. The command to give to your device is true or false. John is saying false as well. Anyone else want to participate before we find out the right answer? Do get in touch. The command to give to your device is the word say. Allyson, it's false. It's got to be false.
Well, if there's any professional sausage makers out there, let us know what you think by saying say. Hayley?
Yes?
Today's not a great day for you. But there is a real record. So just so you know, Will's not playing with us there. True. Barry John Crow from Cavan, Ireland, produced 78 sausages in 1 minute. Of course he did. The Irish are very efficient when they get to it.
I mean, that is really good, isn't it? And at least that's a real world record. And it's not like producer Will's being that guy from Saw and we can never win.
He's like, there's no sausages. It was hot dogs. No, it was.
It was actually cheese. Right. Yeah. We'll do one more. Are you ready for the last one, Allyson?
I'm ready, Hayley.
And I think I'd actually nail this record, by the way. Oof. The fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rochers, it's a candy, it's a chocolate, is 1 minute, 10 seconds. The fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rocher is 1 minute and 10 seconds. They're those little balls of chocolate, sort of like the size of a golf ball, maybe a bit smaller. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Did someone eat 15 Ferrero Rochers in 1 minute, 10 seconds? I could do that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I have questions. Okay. So what do you think? Did they have to unwrap the Ferreros? Let's talk about that for a second.
No, right. So I think they were unwrapped because if they're wrapped, then that is a good 2 minutes trying to work out which side to open it up. Very good point, Allyson.
That's literally it. Ferreros are the most delicious chocolate in the world with the most complicated packaging because they're like, we need to pace you or you will eat over 15 Ferrero Rochers in less than 10 seconds. So I'm going to say the fastest time to eat 15 Ferreros is 1 minute and 10 seconds. I don't know. I'm a real good eater. I'm going to say false. I think I could nail 15 Ferrero Rochers in less than 1 minute and 10 seconds. I'm going to say false.
Join us live here on Backchannel where we'll be doing that challenge tomorrow.
Oh my God, please let me do that challenge. I'll be like, it's for work. I had to do it.
As you're throwing up in the toilet. What did you say, Ellie?
I said it was false. I think you could eat more.
It is false, but not for the reason you said. It's actually the fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rochers is 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
So it took longer to eat that many.
I think we could beat that tomorrow, Allyson.
I do too. I really do too. If we could pre-wrap 15 Ferrero Rochers and put them in front of us. Again, a great task for radio.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear someone eating for potentially 5 minutes on air, join in tomorrow while she's balancing a guitar on her head.
Eating Ferrero Rochers and throwing children's toys over 12 minutes. I love true and false, everyone. Look at the details that we have learned in one game of true and false.
We've learned so much. Thank you, producer Will. So here we go. Thank you for joining us so far. If you have, this is the Hayley and Allyson show here on Backchannel. The command to give to your device is the word say. All you need to do in the morning is just say open Backchannel and there we are as if by magic. between the hours of 6 and 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here all morning, joined by producer Will. He's not speaking to me now.
Hi. No, sorry, I was slacking because I was reading more about this Ferrero Rocher guy.
Yeah.
He was called Patrick. He's from the United States. I think he did have to unwrap them.
Oh no.
Because this video, I mean, I've not watched this whole video, obviously, because that would be doing too much research. But he's showing me. I'm seeing just like a box of Ferrero Rochers.
So that explains it then.
That's why it was 2 minutes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's like saying, like, you've got to unwrap. If you had to unwrap like an ice cream and you had to take the wrapping off, then that's going to hold you back.
That's why it takes so much longer.
So we could easily get into the Guinness Book if we just said unwrapped, unpackaged Ferrero Rocher.
Brackets unwrapped.
But what are you going to do with that achievement? Like, I mean, you're just going to tell people on nights out. What would you do? What do you do with it if you're a Guinness World Book record holder for something so random?
For eating Rochers, try to beat it every day. That would be my new life.
Life goal. Also, but I do think though you can, because you're going to be doing quite a lot of chewing. Yeah. You can unwrap one whilst you're chewing the previous one.
Oh, there.
It's not like you can multitask.
But producer Will, if you've just joined us here on Backchannel, we are discussing Guinness World Book records. We just read a fact where the fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rochers is in over 2 minutes, and it was because he had to unwrap them first. And I don't know what my point was because it took me so long to explain what we are talking about. What did you say before?
I said that you could unwrap the one whilst you're eating the previous one.
Okay, so I've watched a lot of these eating challenges online, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I can't sleep and I peruse the internet until my eyes can no longer take the screen glare. And I watch these videos of people doing these food challenges, and they eat a lot at once. So they don't just eat one at a time.
Yeah,
that's true. Put them all in.
It's like hot dogs. They dip it in water and cram it in their mouth.
Oh, yeah. They don't chew.
Yeah. No. They're like those birds that just put them in, just loop, they're gone. And they're always surprisingly slim, the people who are good at food challenges.
Yeah. Probably because they like work out a lot. Me and Hayley know the guy who holds the world record for drinking the pint of the fastest.
Of water.
Yes.
Pints of water. Yeah, he drank so many pints of water in so long. So that is Tim Cocker. And he did, I don't know how many it was, do you? He did it live on air on a radio show in the UK. And it was like so many pints of water in so long. I mean, Alice, I'd be on the toilet then for the rest of the year.
No, you know what you would be doing? You would be vomiting because you can actually poison yourself with too much water in your system.
Because you dilute your blood.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
yep.
We're here for your fun facts here on Backchannel that aren't all scary.
No, it's just water. I know this for a fact because me and my friends in high school, we were very exciting people, and we had a water drinking contest one day, and it was who could drink the most water, and my friend Jessica won. But did she win? No, because she was sick as a dog for the next 2 days. That's how we partied. That's the type of student council girl I was, drinking water. Yeah.
We also had another party to see who could do the most homework in a week. Allyson June Smith there. Was that problem about having no friends before about you, Allyson? What is it, Will?
Oh, I don't know. I've kind of forgot what I was looking for. So
Tim, how many pints of water is the record? Oh, thank you for joining us here on Backchannel. It is Monday morning. We're slowly getting to grips with being back in your ears. If you want to get involved in the show, the way to do so, the command to give to your device is the word say. Let us know if you've broke a record.
A record?
Let us know if you can say the word record correctly on a Monday morning. Get involved with the show. My name is Hayley. This is Allyson June Smith, and producer Will is currently researching the most amount of pints of water drunk in how long?
Okay, I still don't have any answers, but I've got a different answer, which is
what we asked for. But
it's the record for the most pints of beer stacked on one's head.
Interesting. Okay, what is the record for that?
Any guesses?
I'm going to say 6.
I'm going to say 4.
Okay. So he's got like a plank of wood on his
Oh,
head,
okay.
and then
Okay.
they're all
Oh,
stacked on top of
okay.
that.
Then like 60.
I'm going to say 12.
Okay, 237.
Oh, we were really off.
Imagine
Silly.
watching
Wow.
him come back from the bar though, just balancing all your drinks. You're like,
He's somebody I want to go to the pub with.
that round cost me
Yeah,
£1,000.
it would
There's
literally
200
mean it's the literal meaning of this round's on you.
Yay!
Hey!
Professional comedians here on Backchannel. Thanks, Producer
Thank you.
Will. Producer Will offering alternative facts and the ones we've asked for. That's what you're here for. Earlier today in the show, if you've been listening throughout the whole show, thank you for listening. If you haven't, we spoke about a man, that Italian man, who was on house arrest with his wife but broke his terms because he couldn't bear to live with his wife at home, so he has to be put in jail. So because of that, now we're going to be telling you the top 10 ridiculous reasons that people were thrown in jail. I mean, these things scare me.
It scares me too, but it is also very it's interesting. I mean, some of these I was not expecting. So, okay, first one, number 10. This made me nervous because I do this. So got 30 days in prison for collecting rainwater. So apparently, yes, it's sensible. It makes sense. But in the state of Oregon, you cannot collect rainwater. I guess it's illegal. It's considered an illegal reservoir, and that water is owned by the Medford Water Commission. So in Oregon, you can serve time for collecting rainwater. Who knew?
Who knew? And that is what did you imagine being in prison? They're all like, "What you in for? Murder? What you in for?" I collected rainwater.
Too much rainwater. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, Producer Will has actually given us the right fact. The fastest time to drink 500 mils of water is 1.75 seconds and was achieved by Tim Cocker on the XFM Breakfast Show in 2014.
In Manchester.
There you go. Thank you, Producer Will. Yeah, we're looking at reasons now, the most ridiculous reasons that people were thrown in jail. This comes from the website top10s.net, tens with a Z. Let's have a look at another one for you. I mean, some of these are okay. Some of these are heavy going for a morning radio show. So here we go. Someone got 6 years for failing to predict an earthquake.
Wow. Well, I mean, is that their job? Were people's lives depending on that? Probably.
Well, that's probably right, Allyson. Yeah. I don't think it was a fortune teller. And someone was like, "Oh, you did my reading the other day and you forgot to mention that we should have moved house because we live right next to a mountain." Yeah. 6 Italian scientists were sentenced to 6 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter for failing to accurately predict the location and scale of the L'Aquila earthquake. There you go. I mean, if it was it obvious? Was it like they should have known? Like, is it something like, like when your pan's going to boil over? I mean, I'm not making sense, am I? But yeah, I mean, that is quite heavy if it's true. But or was it one of those things that shouldn't have been obvious? I don't know. Someone was sentenced to a prison sentence overnight for overdue library books. That is terrifying.
Oh my gosh. I would have served a lot of time in prison in middle school because I was very bad at returning library books.
Now, if you think that's embarrassing for getting an overnight sentence for an overdue library book, wait until you hear what the book was. It was one of the Twilight books they had rented from a local library in 2010 and then forgot about them for 2 years. And she racked up 36 books worth in fine. And she also got an overnight prison sentence for the Twilight books. Oh, no.
First off, it's embarrassing you're reading the Twilight books. Secondly, now you're going to jail for that. What are you in for? I like werewolves too much.
Yeah,
I wasn't willing to let them go. I
mean, wow. Overnight as well, like a vampire. She was staying up all night that night, wasn't she?
She was. She was arrested in front of her kids, though.
Oh no!
Yeah, they arrested her in front of her kids.
I mean, if that's not going to scare you as returning your library books, what will?
I would just be like, I'm not a reader. I'm just going to stay away from books is what I'm going to do. Mom went to jail because of books. I'm staying away from books.
I look forward to watching the Netflix series of that. Don't you?
Yes.
Making a Librarian Angry, the Netflix series. And finally, one more. Someone got 56 days in prison for tweeting too stupidly. I mean, it was something racist, so they probably deserved it.
Yeah, that's not stupid. That's just absolutely unacceptable.
Let me
But
read that article right, because I don't think that is so. Let's have a look. Liam Stacey. Yeah, he basically he took to Twitter to make fun over a footballer who did something in a game. He claimed his account was hacked. It wasn't, was it? It never was.
no.
It's like when those people accidentally post nude pictures of themselves and go, "Oh God, that wasn't me." Do you know those ones like celebrities who every now and again post up like a picture of themselves and then realize, "Oh no," and they delete it?
Well, even Kim Kardashian, her whole remember when her rendezvous tape came out and she was like, "I don't know how that." Really? Because it was released right after Paris Hilton's. So I think you know exactly how it came out, but it was an accident.
But
Somebody uploaded this onto my account and got my put it onto all my social media. All my socials. I don't know how they did it. I do.
well, we don't know, do we, Allyson? Really? And if you're listening, please don't sue us here on Backchannel, because yeah, I mean, if you're going to do racist tweets, you deserve to get sent to prison. Absolutely. I would have
Yeah.
given him I would have given him a harsher sentence than 56 days as well. He'd be doing life if I was the judge. He would be doing life. There you go. If you've been in prison for a reason, let us know. The shortest prison sentence ever given, though. Do you want to know what that one was?
I would love to know.
It was Joe Munch, who was a soldier on leave of absence. He decided to get drunk. Being found by a police officer, he was taken to the police station. 30 days for drunk and disorderly, but he was taken to the higher court and they decided it was not enough merit enough for punishment. So he was given, basically, he had a 60-second jail sentence.
He went in. They're like, "You learned your lesson." Yep, he went out. There we go.
Yeah.
That was it.
It's like literally they've walked him in the cell. What do you think of this? Oh, it's not for me. All right, we'll let you out.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well,
60
don't
seconds.
I hope you learned your lesson. Don't get drunk and disorderly. Move on.
Okay, there you go. 60 seconds gone in 60 seconds. Wasn't the name of a film, it was a prison sentence. Have you ever been arrested, Allyson? Let's keep it light for breakfast radio.
No, I have not been arrested, Hayley. I was a teacher. Are you kidding me? I have no record. I am still allowed to work and be around children. I have no records. I have never done anything illegal that I will
You
say
protest
on.
too much. I definitely have been, officer. I think I've told you this before, Allyson, but the only time I got pulled over by a police officer after I just passed my driving test, and I went to pick up my new car. And obviously, because I was very poor at the time, my new car wasn't the greatest. It wasn't a new car; it was a second-hand car, and it wasn't. It was very different to drive than the one I had my driving lessons in. Put it that way. Very, very heavy steering, needed a push start, and I wasn't very confident driving it. I had to drive it home from where I picked it up. Myself and my partner at the time were in the car, and the police pulled me over. Then I was like, "What's wrong with you?" Basically, they told me I was a bad driver, and I just passed my test. It was because I was so scared driving in that car. I was just driving really slow, like under the limits. And they pulled me over and they shouted at me. Yeah, and then that made me more nervous, which didn't help the journey home. Thank you for listening today. If you have, like I say, we are here every Monday to Friday on Backchannel on the Hayley and Allyson show, as always with lovely producer Will, who, even though we do have our arguments, we couldn't do without him, could we? Will, are you there? He's gone home.
No, I'm here. Hello. Sorry, I literally had my feet on my desk.
You were what?
I literally had my feet on my desk.
Oh, it's good to see.
Take it a bit easy.
He's winding down. He's winding down, everyone.
I've done enough Monday for one day.
Oh, there he is with his little lyrics.
If you saw me in the back of a police car, what would you assume?
If I seen you, something like you stole some stamps for your collection.
Stamp thievery. Okay.
I was gonna say online thievery. I could see you doing online thievery of some.
Don't say that while people are listening to our show.
If you want Will to do some sort of online thievery, just say to your device say.
No, yeah, it wouldn't be anything severe, Will. Put it that way. You're too innocent.
Probably just like talking myself into trouble.
Yeah.
Picking a fight with somebody.
I could imagine
Having a discussion about Guinness Book records, and it all went wrong. They think you're sassy.
Yeah, over sassy. That's what it was to a police.
Over sassy is a reason to get arrested. That'd be amazing. Thank you, Producer Will, for your help today. We appreciate you as always. Thank you. We will be back with Producer Will tomorrow here on Backchannel between the hours of 6 and 8 a.m, waking you up with some games, some fun, some laughter, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow and join us as you will every day here on Backchannel. If you've missed today, we've been playing games. We've been playing what did we play today, Allyson? It's been a long day. Agony Aunties.
Yeah,
we answered your problems in Agony Aunties section.
We 1-star review on a movie that people in and not keen on, which was the Fast and Furious 9, the latest edition of that franchise.
We played a game of True or False, where we had a little heated debate with Producer Will about the validity of these questions. And we've had a lot of fun this morning. We enjoyed this show. Thank you for listening. If you have, join us tomorrow, and we will be back with another show. I hope you have the best day wherever you are and wherever you are listening from. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you tomorrow, won't we, Ellie?
We will, and we look forward to it. Have a lovely rest of your Monday.
Bye.
Bye.